everyone, welcome to Talk with Us. So for today, we will be having a reaction video about the TED Talks by Sherly Turkle, Connected But Alone. But before anything else guys, let me introduce to you our guest, Miss Virgie, Miss Beverly, Miss Jocelyn, and Miss Pia. And before we start, let me share to you this statement by Miss Shirley that Shirley said that our devices or the technology is so powerful because it don't only change what we do, but it change what we are. So guys, do you believe to that statement or do you agree or disagree?
Yes, we all agree about the statement. And right now, technology is very useful for us as a student because in pandemic we all know that we can't go to the school because we are in a having a pandemic right now. So technology is very useful for us, especially in our assignments. We use technology to know other ideas and express also.
Yes, yes, yes. Just like now, the our school, we've been through a Google Meet, and also we use technology right now to communicate with our loved ones, especially that we have to need a conversation for them to know what are what how are they going. So, in my opinion about what Shirley said, technology is a very important to us. In this our situation, just like what they say, in our situation, we have a pandemic. That's why technology is very useful to connect our teachers through, just like what Reggie said, to Google Meet, and some technology or social media we will use to search some information, and also in Facebook or Twitter we will just express of what we feel.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys. For me also, I believe that also because I experienced that before the child or the children don't have devices or they didn't know much more about the technology. They have many experience. They experience about games. They experience a lot of things, but now the children are not like before. They're only focusing on their devices and they didn't experience what we experienced before. Okay, how about you, Miss Virgie? Do you believe alone time is good and better for us? Or do you agree or disagree to that statement by Miss Shirley? What can you say about that statement?
Yes, I believe that soft time and alone time is good for us because because we need time to ourselves. Nowadays, the technology is so very high tech, and the children and the adults are always facing the gadgets, and they didn't have time to themselves.
Thank you, Miss Virgie. For me also, I agree to that statement that everyone needs alone time. But for me, alone time before without technology and alone time now with technology is different because people think that alone time with technology or with our devices is good, but for me it's not because before alone time is like being alone with yourself, going to beautiful places, not like now you are just using your phone, watching videos in social medias or watching relaxing videos in YouTube, right? Okay. So next, Miss Bev, let me ask you, what can you say about or what does it mean we sacrifice conversation for connection? What can you say about this, Miss Bev?
Well, for me, I can say that mean the sacrifice conversation for connection is important for us, that especially nowadays technology is more in social media, like we have to connect our loved ones, like especially that we have an LDR, especially the family that they like
Abroad.
value like that. So we have to communicate them through social media or through connection with them. And also we should be to be a sacrifice to have a conversation with them just for to know what they want, what they are they to do there. So
Yeah.
yes.
So thank you for that answer, Miss Vev. So me also, I believe that we sacrifice conversation for connection. So especially right now, we are experiencing a pandemic, and for me, we sacrifice conversation for connection because we will find a better topic to have a better conversation, and conversation is. Thank you for that answer, Miss Bev. Me also, I believe that we sacrifice conversation for connection because especially today we experience a pandemic, and the only way to have a connection is a better conversation. So do you experience that you need to find a better topic to have a conversation for you to have a connection, because the only way for us to have a connection is conversation, right? So next, let me ask you, Miss Jocelyn. So Miss Jocelyn, it says in TED Talk that text or small snips of communication is good for communicating information, but for you, how it can affect us personally and individually.
Well, it can affect us separately because of the text or little steps. In those situations, in my opinion, you can explain it in the same manner you do in personal setting. When you communicate with someone in person, it is very different story because you describe yourself in a specific and comprehensive manner. With this regards to emotions, we all know that not everyone is capable of expressing themselves verbally. It's much better to if you do it personally, and you can do it in the text mode. As a result, I believe that it will have a significant impact on us, such as making communication difficult, and it could lead to brawls, and because of he or she misunderstood what you were saying.
Thank you for that answer, Miss Jocelyn. For me also, I believe that it is good for communicating information, but it can affect me personally because text or small talks is good for communicating information, and for me, it affects me because I don't know if the information is real or not. Yes, because I can see them in person while they are telling me the information, because we can say that the person is telling truth or lie based on her facial expression, right? Okay, so next, let me ask you, Miss Pia, what can you say or what have you learned about The Connected But Alone by Shirley
In our
Turkle?
generation, technology is new for us, and it is very helpful for us because uh, we will have some fun while using technology, and other one is some other people will use the technology to express themselves because they didn't express the feelings through their families and friends. That's why they will only use technology to express themselves, and that is my opinion in connected but alone.
So, thank you for that wonderful answer, guys. But before we finish our talk, let me share to you my own reaction about the video, my whole reaction about the video. So, for me, I strongly agree what Miss Shirley Turkle said, that technology has a big influence on our social interaction at this day. The technology world bring us together but also bring us apart from the real world. This is becoming a big problem with our society because instead of relying on others, people are relying on their phones. In Shirley's speech, she explains that when people need to be interacting socially, they turn their phones and do not give their full attention to others who are on the room or environment at the time. Friends, co-workers, and family members feel neglected and they don't receive the attention or interaction they need. So for me, it's not too late to change this behavior. The way we interact with people can be improved if we keep away from our phones or devices to help us with our social interaction. So thank you guys. See you again. Bye.